Wow.
Oh, my God.
This is insane. Guys, over there, what are your thoughts?
I mean, he just built a bunch of Marines and SCVs and he killed him, Tasteless. I mean, that shows incredible calm under pressure to say, all right, tournament life on the line, on the biggest macro map around, I'm all in.
Why not? Why the hell not? You know what? Puma recognized a big vulnerability in the build, and he said, I know how to beat this. It's a little bit of a risk, but I'm going to go for it.
It's like when you go one gateway expand without a second gas, it's difficult to deal with. When you go Nexus first, that stuff's like almost impossible to deal with. So great decision making for Puma to do it. And like you said, if he had messed up, that's it. He's gone. But once again, we're seeing Liquid versus EG in the finals, man. There's just one game left.
Once again, we see the competitive mindset at play. If you know you can win by doing that, or if at least you're confident enough, you do it. There's no doubt about that. And it worked.
It's insane to think that now, after all the matches that have been played here at Dreamhack, that it all comes down to one last game. They're tied 3-3. Whoever wins this one game wins the first place prize and $30,000.
Could you ask for a better final? Like one jerk in the front said yes.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, I suppose. It's okay. It's okay.
I mean, honestly, with everything that has gone on, Puma has all the momentum. He was on the verge of defeat. Now this is his tournament to win. Tasteless and Artosis take it away for game number 7 of the grand final.
All right, there's no turning back now. The final game, whether it's 5 minutes, 30 minutes, or an hour, we're going to find out as the last builds are going to be used. Excuse me, have we not hit the countdown? No, we're almost there. So actually maybe in 10 seconds, then it'll be 5 minutes or 30 minutes or an hour. We're going to see. But look, it's almost time. The players are ready to go, so we should be given host. And when we do that, we are going to get this game underway.
All right, Tasteless.
Okay,
now
ready.
Are you guys ready for the final game of Dreamhack Winter 2011?
Everything on the line right now. One player almost finishing off the other one. The other crawling back and making it even. It's anybody's game now. In the upper right corner on the map, Antigua Shipyard coming back from what looked to be impossible. Give it up for Puma! And in the opposite starting location, he had this game. We didn't think he was going to be able to be stopped at this point in time, especially after game number 3. Make some noise for Hero.
Tasteless.
Hero, I don't know. Okay.
Aww.
So this is a pretty good map to have the finals on. It can make for a pretty long game. There is the option, since they do know each other's starting locations, to make it into a short game. I don't know if Puma's going to do the same thing twice, though. I wouldn't be surprised if he did a 1-1-1 build. It doesn't look like either of them are comfortable going for command center first, especially after the way these games have turned out.
Well, that's already happened in 3 of the previous 6 games, so it's time to do something a little bit more normal. Of course, this map is very long. It's forced cross spawns. I do not expect cheese actually from either player here. I think that these players both are good at longer games. The final game of Dreamhack, they both want it so badly. Play a macro game.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. Play a macro game. You don't want to be in that airplane seat flying home thinking, what would have happened if I just played that standard game, if I didn't gamble when so much was on the line. And I think you're totally right, Artosis. We'll probably see a little bit more standard play. You got to take a few risks here and there to be successful in a best of 7 when this much is on the line. But there's a difference between gambling and a little bit of risk-taking.
Well, both players have scouted each other reasonably quick. The probe, of course, never did get into the main base of Terran as Puma just walls in over and over and over. But the SCV seeing just a standard build from Hero so far, no very quick Nexus.
So the cybernetics core has completed. And in a little bit here, probably when the SCV has been chased out, we're going to see exactly what the game plan is from Hero. The command center is going to be made here from Puma. And notice where the SCV is. He did it right next to the command center. He doesn't want to make it here. The probe might see it. That's happened the last few games. He doesn't want to make it over here because the probe could run up here. Hero might take a risk, run up there, and suicide his probe to spot that. So Puma is absolutely guarding everything. And I saw on the minimap, this was made and then canceled.
Yes.
Right? There was a simulator build here.
Just as the SCV was hitting the ramp, Hero tried to make that gas. And he made it, and then he canceled it. But the SCV actually never saw it. So Hero trying to be tricky, but really he's only tricked himself.
So there's a Nexus on the way now, and the SCV is still very present here on the map. So it's not going to be long before that SCV spots something, and that's going to give Puma a little bit of an edge, assuming both players can utilize information properly.
Well, it looks here, Tasteless, like we are going to have the 2 racks into 2 gas build that we saw from Puma before. Very well could be another Ghost Rush, but Hero is throwing up 2 gates and then his second gas. So we definitely could see some pressure from him early on.
Okay, the SCV gets in here, he sees it all, but the real giveaway for Protoss Tech isn't until usually shortly after Warp Gate. Unless he wants to get a quick robo, but he hasn't done that yet. So, where is he? All right, he's there.
All right,
that
so
stalker would be bad at hide and go seek. Go ahead, Artosis.
The fact that he scouted that is really, really good for Puma. He's going to know, okay, you're getting a few gateways pretty quickly. I'm going to have to defend more. But with the robo also going up, he's going to be able to possibly harass. And he didn't see the robo. He only saw the 3 gateways. So if I'm a Terran, I scout that, I'm thinking, okay, a pressure's coming. I got to build a bunker.
Exactly. So the orbital's lifted off now, moving over to the expansion location. Now, he's getting stim this time. I don't know if he's going to get ghost yet. It's always a possibility. I don't know if that's a build you use twice in a best of 7, unless Puma has it really refined. Then again, I guess when he used that build last time, he was so behind that was the emergency. I need to win no matter what build. We'll see.
Well, we have an observer on the way. Will he make a warp prism after it? I'm very excited to see. We do have also a Ghost Academy on the way for Puma. So he's doing that same build that we saw on Shakuris Plateau. But, of course, if we do have a quick Colossus out, it's not going to be quite as good. But no, in fact, did he cancel that and throw up 2 forges?
Wait, where? Show me on your screen. Forge?
Yeah, I guess he's just going to go for a lot of upgrades here.
You know what's so funny is Hero is spending so much time canceling buildings and rearranging stuff that he wants to send so much incorrect data to Puma that whatever solution Puma comes up with, it is, no matter what, not close to the correct one. And that's actually very hard to compute. Is I show you this, so you do this, so I do this, so I show you this, so now ultimately you respond to this, and I have this, and then I win. That's pretty damn hard to do. So Puma's really pushing it here strategically.
Yeah, there are bluffs upon bluffs. He's trying to perform Inception upon Puma while Puma is awake, and I'm not sure if it's going to work.
I have no idea, but I have to say I'm kind of impressed with it. Well, we'll see. And it's hard to tell even which information Puma's extrapolating. So we're going to see.
You know, Puma's little Ghost Rush should do some decent damage, but I still don't see any ghosts being... Okay, finally he has queued up a couple ghosts. So he's going to move forward with that reasonably soon, and he should hit before the 1-1 is done. And of course, when you go for that quick 1-1, you're not going to have all that many units. You just have 3 gateways and a robo to produce out of it. Oh my god, he's so smart.
That's so smart.
Oh, I tell you what, man. TLO is going to get home and watch this and be happy, because this is such a smart move to do.
Yeah, get some cannons
scout
there.
That, what's the MP going to do against cannon? Take off some shields? Okay, that's fine. He doesn't have enough gateways to make the amount of units he wants, so hey, throw down a few photon cannons. You're going to feel a lot safer when that rush comes.
Now, do you think that 1 is enough, though? Hero is known for cutting corners. That's why he's good. But that would be a terrible thing to just not quite cut a corner, you know? And it's just he just loses anyways, you know? I hate to speak in such deep, profound ways, but...
Well, you know, I think it is actually going to be enough. Just the one cannon going to deal a lot of damage to Puma's army as it comes up the ramp. As long as he's in a very nice position as Puma comes up, there's EMPs just won't be able to hit everything. This is a much wider area than we see on Shakuras.
So remember, guys, last time we saw him do this, by the way, he's probably going to swap the factory and the starboard to get medevacs. Last time we saw him do this, Puma was completely fine turning around and stretching out the game, which is unusual for most of these players. Is he going to see this? Yep, he will. Nice reaction.
Well, right now, Hero is getting 3 more gates, as we see there. Also getting Blink, getting those 2-2 upgrades as well, and putting out some more observers. Just all very solid and strong moves from Hero. In the meantime, Puma starting his medevac production.
You know, he's got to be careful putting gateways here like this. I think the general game plan is that he doesn't want to be dropped in one spot and lose all of his gateways. But at the same time, this is going to screw up some circulation here. And it can allow the Marauders and Marines to gun it down if they deem that the best move at that moment. Now, over here in the bottom center, we see Liquid Hero is going to go for another expansion at basically the exact same time as Puma.
It's the perfect timing for this. And, you know, the one thing that's really working the favor of Hero right now are his upgrades. Puma, on the other hand, has some medevacs on the way, and it looks like he wants to get a little bit more aggressive. His Ghosts finding this expansion.
They're ignoring the Nexus, too. He's saying, no, I think I can kill you now. He goes in there and tries to... Nice. Oh, wait, did that connect?
It hit with a couple. And another EMP, pretty good. And he traps the Ghost, kills both the Ghosts. Beautiful move. Plenty of force fields left. He may lose the third base or have to cancel it at least, but that's fine. It's okay. It's not such a big deal. He has his 6 gates out.
But he's going to come out, forcing the stem and backing up. Very nice there. Is he going to get any force fields up? Is it enough? Is it enough?
Oh my god, that's a lot. A blink up of the Stalkers. The Immortals dealing huge amounts of damage to these Marauders. It looks like Hero is going to have enough.
Hero, so smart, chasing down the medevacs. And everything just died. Now, he did have to cancel the Nexus. But if you look at the supply now, it's actually even out. It's now in 90 to 84. Before it was Puma with a 30 supply lead. He needs to try to close in here. The SCVs are being transferred, which clearly says Puma thinks he's going to be okay. He can still play on and keep this expansion because a planetary is halfway complete. Meanwhile, an SCV over here to see when the probes, are going to be transferred.
Now, these Stalkers are playing a little mind game here, trying to find where those medevacs are coming. He's trying to head those off, and that means he's decided not to really go for a huge counterattack. Instead, he is moving up some units for a counter, but leaving those Stalkers behind. He wants to catch those medevacs.
He's going to go for the planetary here, and he will back up. But the medevacs, you know that scene in Star Wars? It's a trap.
I don't think anyone in here has seen Star Wars Tasteless.
I guess not. I don't know.
Well, that was just such a nice move. That shows his utter patience to just wait there with the Stalkers for that long. A lot of players, after killing off an army like that and losing the Nexus, would just go and try to do as much damage as possible. But instead he says, let me get the sure thing here. Put the expansion back up, kill the medevacs, and go home.
Well, these Sentries, Zealots, Immortals, Stalkers, regrouping here in the middle of the map. And this has to be a very bewildering feeling for Puma. Heroes, once again, almost ghostly in the way he plays. Everywhere at once, all-knowing, reacting perfectly. Fritz is coming up here. He knows he won't lose too much here, so he just goes and picks up a few SCVs, mining gas. We'll see if Puma responds right. He does. He puts him back on gas. Going for every little thing.
And I got to point something out here. Puma has 2-2 on the way, which is really nice, but somehow, some way, Hero is going to finish 3-3 before the 2-2 of Puma is done, which means any time in between those two, any battles that occur, Hero will absolutely crush. It almost doesn't even matter how he engages.
That's a really good point, Artosis. Watch this. He'll snipe the turret, and then he'll probably just blink away and see that's a sign of a good player. Taking him out here and there. It's a bunch of little things that add up to one big conclusion in a game like StarCraft 2.
Well, right now, Hero and Puma just macroing up both, getting as many upgrades as possible. Psystorm and more Colossi on the way for Hero. A very strong unit composition incoming. And Puma doesn't know how to take another base right now. He's kind of stuck in there, only macroing, not even starting another command center yet, while Hero takes a 4th down in the bottom right.
As you can see, we have the Stalkers, Zealots, and Colossus coming up now.
Oh, this is a big deal.
Is he
right
into force
planetary, and
nice.
Oh, very nice force fields. He's going to have to throw up some more, though.
Oh, EMP on every Templar.
Oh, wow. And in fact, sniping them as they try to morph into Archons. Puma is just so quick.
Well, that was a nice save there by Puma. That probably would have been GG had this been destroyed. And as you can see, he is repairing it. The Colossus, the Zealots, the Stalkers, the Sentries, the Templars, the Immortal, all moving down now. He's decided to take a break. He's going to get some air. He wants to make sure this base is going to be safe.
And you know, those 2 High Templars right there, Tasels, I think that those are actually just going to be to try to catch Medivacs.
I think you're right, actually.
I can't imagine what else he's going to do with those right there.
Well, it's a smart move. I mean, he flies out, instant feedback, goodbye Medivac.
Now, I mean, if you fly a couple Medivacs out there and he catches them, that is actually the most saddening thing that can happen to Puma right now. Imagine how that will feel. He's like, all right, I'm going to go out here and do a drop. Oh, my God, he's everywhere.
All right, the probes are transferring.
And SCV as well. He's not a probe.
Oh, look at this, an identity crisis over here. But now Puma is in the middle of the map. And you can see Hero is a little bit cautious, saying, well, I got to engage perfectly. Puma, he's sitting up here on this ledge. He's going to peek down here and there. And it looks like Hero's somewhat aware of the presence here. He sends that one Zealot, and he has confirmation now. Now let's see how he reacts. Meanwhile, a drop over here.
Oh, a very nice feedback. Did take out that Medivac. The Zealot's going to try to deal with everything else. Going to have to warp in just a little bit more, though. And Puma moving around. They're both just about maxed at the moment.
Oh, he's going to try to gun down one of those ghosts. Ghosts.
Oh, almost
not
gets
killed.
a ghost. Oh, so close.
Oh, so close indeed. All right, he's got a good angle here. Snipe.
Oh! And
Storm.
a beautiful Psystorm. The Vikings riding right through that. A lot of Colossus here. I don't even want to come to it. Just holding my breath right now.
Okay, is he going to get a snipe or is it going to be feedback? Oh, the Archon damaging those Vikings. That's actually really important. He needs those to take out the Colossus.
Puma right now knowing he's in a bit of trouble. Hero will not budge. He does not want to get into a bad position.
Also, side note, expansion over here.
Yeah, Hero's starting to take the map a little bit. The Ghosts coming out to the front. They have to get something done over here. And
the Storm.
You got to be careful. Oh, and he does kill off one of the Ghosts. And he gets a second Ghost. Storm's arrest, but still 4 left. And another dies to a cannon. Only 3 Ghosts remaining, but he does get great EMPs off right now.
The angle here is really good for our Terran player Puma. The Colossi right now are taking a ton of hits. They're moving in now. This is getting ugly. Puma's looking unstoppable.
Oh my God, Puma somehow, some way busting through there, but still 2 Colossi left when all the Vikings are in fact dead.
Now it's 1, now it's none.
And Puma has to retreat. These Medivacs are going to go down. Hero gaining a huge lead through killing all the Medivacs.
This expansion is about to complete, so a new one starts over here for Puma. The real story right now is that Puma has to keep this base alive. If Puma loses this base, as you can see, he does not have many more minerals left. It's going to get ugly. And you know what's funny? Even if this becomes a planetary, he could just put Stalkers right here and shoot down the SCVs.
It's not funny if you're a Terran player.
No, it's not funny at all, actually.
Well, right now, Hero just macroing up a little bit again. Even though he has that lead, he has to be very careful. He has to have enough units, and he's going after this base right now.
He's running. What does Puma have? It's 123 supply for Puma, 160 for Hero. The command center will go down.
He's going after the planetary now. A lot of charged Zealots in there, deciding maybe it's not a good. Beautiful Storm. Stop position on those SCVs. Another awesome storm blanketing all the units. And Hero is just looking invincible. He has more storms saved up now. And he gets the planetary. Puma down to 2 base, only one of which is mining.
It looks like Hero is just insurmountable. There is just not really much Puma can do. I don't see a solution for Puma. I don't know if Puma's fully aware of that with all the adrenaline going on. Such an intense game here. It's going to be really, really tough. Though, as you can see, Hero has this part of the map at the bottom right. He's going for a Mothership.
May as well finish him off with a Mothership, Tasteless.
Remember, Puma winning the vast majority of the non-Korean, well, I should say international tournaments, since he is a Korean. And Hero, this would be his big break.
Oh,
if Hero
boy.
can win this, if he can get Puma to punch out GG, this will make history not just for Hero, but for StarCraft 2 and esports in general.
Well, I mean, Hero's just getting an insane unit composition right now. He's got 5 Archons, a couple Colossus in there, plenty of other random units, even some probes coming into the battle.
Oh my God. And now it's time for humiliation.
Oh, and
He's
I think
making
we're
the
going to have
Nexus.
our winner. Nothing to say here, I guess.
Yeah.
He is Gomar and GG.
GG.